Have you ever had that feeling? That prickling on the back of your neck that tells you you're not alone, even when you should be? The stories you're about to hear are from people just like you, who experienced something they can't explain. These aren't campfire tales. They're real encounters that have stayed with them. And tonight, they might just stay with you too. Turn down the lights, get comfortable, and listen closely. Our first story comes from a user named Mark, who used to work the late shift at a remote gas station. It was a lonely job, hours of silence broken only by the occasional passing truck. One night, around 3 a.m., a vintage car, the kind you only see in old movies, pulled up to the pump. A man in a dated suit got out. He didn't say a word, just filled his tank, paid with a crisp, old-fashioned bill, and drove off. Mark thought it was strange but forgot about it. The next night, same car, same man, same silent transaction. This went on for a week. Curious, Mark checked the security footage. On every single night, the footage showed the pump operating on its own. The car and the man were never there. He quit the next day. Next, we have a story from a college student, Sarah. She was house-sitting for a professor in an old Victorian home. The first few nights were quiet. But then, she started hearing faint music, like an old-timey piano, coming from the sealed-off attic. She tried to ignore it, blaming the old house's creaks and groans. One evening, she was studying in the living room when she heard a distinct thud from upstairs, then another and another, like someone was slowly, deliberately, dropping marbles on the floor directly above her. She froze, her heart pounding. The sound moved across the ceiling, following the path to the attic stairs. It stopped right at the attic door. Gathering all her courage, she called her professor, who calmly told her, "Oh, that's just the children. They get restless sometimes. Just ignore them." Sarah spent the rest of the night in her car. This one comes from a hiker, David, who was trekking through a national park. He'd gone off the main trail, exploring a less traveled path. Deep in the woods, he stumbled upon a perfectly preserved, but empty, swing set. It looked brand new, which was bizarre, considering how far from any town he was. As he stood there, puzzled, one of the swings began to move, gently at first, then higher and higher, as if an invisible child was on it. There was no wind, the air was completely still. A child's giggle echoed through the trees, but it sounded distorted, distant. David didn't wait to investigate. He ran, not stopping until he was back on the main road, the sound of the creaking swing and faint laughter chasing him all the way. Our final story is from a young couple, Emily and Tom, who moved into their first apartment. They were thrilled, but soon, strange things began to happen. Objects would move on, their own keys left on the counter would be found in the fridge. They'd hear whispers just on the edge of hearing, when no one else was home. The breaking point came one night, when Emily woke up to see a dark figure standing in the corner of their bedroom. It was tall and thin, just a silhouette against the faint moonlight. She tried to scream, but no sound came out. It just stood there, watching. She finally managed to nudge Tom awake, and as he stirred, the figure simply dissolved into the shadows. They broke their lease the next morning, and never looked back. Sometimes, the world is thinner than we think, and things from the other side slip through. These are just a few glimpses into those moments. Remember to keep a light on tonight. Thanks for listening, and if you have a story of your own, share it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more chilling tales. Stay safe out there.